No, you had a lot of that because you were literally in every scene, right?
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That's okay.
It's a lot of work.
It's okay. Yeah, you know, it beats not working.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. But just like in the movie, I mean, he works really hard at doing this. It's the American dream, but he's also working hard, your character. I love that about that.
You know, but what I've realized too is that the boys have a very similar arc, and it's kind of like they know what the road they're being set down is, and it's working really hard.
Yeah.
You know, they don't know how to play baseball. They've never seen one, or much less thrown one. So
Yeah.
it's, you know, anybody can throw. We all know how to do that. But
Yeah.
it's learning baseball is a whole other different thing, especially learning how to throw to where you don't hurt yourself. And that's where, you know, the genius of bringing this Tom House character into it, and him having to teach these boys, build it up from the ground up.
Yeah.
In such a short period of time, it takes a tremendous work ethic.
Yeah.
That if you met Rinku, you know, like, this guy is like, he works very, very hard, and
Yeah.
he's huge. I mean, he was a little string bean when he came over here, and now he's huge because he worked his butt off,
Yeah.
and has an opportunity to go far.
Yeah. And it's an incredible story, the whole competition. What did you know about it? I mean,
I knew nothing about it, honestly. I read the script and I thought it was a good script and a movie that I would maybe want to be a part of, and then I was like, wait, it's a true story? Like,
Yeah.
how did I never hear about this? Like, that seems crazy. And then I read about it online and read the whole thing, and then saw a lot of the footage that they had compiled, and I thought, like, oh my God, this actually happened. There's no way.
yeah.
And I'm incredibly pleased with you know, how we brought it to life, because stories like this can sometimes veer into like cheesy
Yeah.
land or hokey land, or, you know, into like sentimentality or kind of cartoony stuff. But this doesn't do that. Craig did a really nice job of keeping the story kind of right where it needs to be, and I'm really, really proud of it. I'm really happy with how it came out.
Yeah, and it's a sports movie, but it's so different because it shows the journey, which is really cool.
Yeah, it's more about the journey than the
Yeah.
sports, honestly, because the sports are the backdrop. Baseball is the backdrop. It's more about this guy learning about, you know, how to really, you know, take care of these kids and believe in these kids and work for these kids rather than working, you know, working on them, or, you know, it's they're not numbers. They're not, you know, commodities. They're human beings, and there's another human being that takes another part of his life and really becomes more important in it. And JB will tell you the same thing. The real JB's right over there. He'll tell you the same thing. It's just like, this movie changed my, not the movie, but the story in the movie, the events in the movie changed my life.
Yeah, he really transforms.
Yeah.
Yeah, and going through India yourself, like filming, were there things that just kind of transformed you in any way, shape, or form?
Well, it was very eye-opening. I mean, I'd never been to India. I'd never been to Asia. And it was, it's so different. It's so foreign, to use, you know, an obvious word, but it's so different, and it's so, it does what all travel should do, which is it's sort of edifying and opens your eyes to like new cultures, new religion, new everything.
Yeah.
You know, new languages, new cuisine, new just architecture, new everything. And you know, you see the Taj Mahal. It's like that when you actually see that in person, it's like, it's breathtaking. It takes your breath away, because it's such an impressive thing that exists, and you think like, human beings built this, you know, not yesterday, like 700 years, however many years ago. You know, it's like, it is mind-boggling to know that like that exists, and it's a beautiful country, and the people are really, really wonderful.
So this has been an incredible time. I mean, for you, especially, like, how has this, like, last few years been? And, you know, you're pointing at your life right now, you're seeing it on, you know, the big screen and everything.
Yeah, my life, it's kind of have I feel like before my life was kind of pointing that way. Right now it's kind of turned around all the way up here. Yeah. So it's been really, really amazing journey for me and for these guys. You know, that's really a whole new experience. And I never thought that I'm going to be a place where I am right now.
Yeah.
So.
Did you have a dream as a child? Like, what did you envision yourself as?
Never. As being a child, when I was little, I always had a dream that I'm going to represent my country, you know, and had like aim to, I'm going to become an Olympian player. And that was my dream. And that's where that's where I was working towards to being Olympian player. I qualified for Olympic 2007, but never really had a chance to go there because $1 million jump up, and I thought maybe it's gonna be, once I win the championship, I thought it's really gonna maybe change my life, or maybe not. Maybe I'm gonna become some successful man, or maybe I'm gonna become street man who have nothing. So that wasn't easy or to make that decision to come in here and play baseball, but I'm glad that I made that decision because it changed my life, my family's life, and a lot of those kids. Now we give a lot of mom and dad a chance to say something about their kid that, hey, there's a big example you can learn from Rinku and Dinesh, what they have done, so.
Yeah, knowing that you're kind of a mentor now, does that affect how you choose things or make choices in life? Or?
I'm not afraid of being a fail in my life. That's the biggest thing I learned from, being in America. I'm not afraid of, I don't want the day I lose my job or anything happen with my career. I don't want to be the guy who just wish for things that I wish I could go back and change this, do this better. Any which way, I'm still gonna continue. I'm gonna inspiring those kids. Even I don't reach there where I wanted to be in my life, but it's still what I got being in America. I think that's a lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot that I'd never be able to be thankful to what I got from here and the learn and listen I got here. It's totally amazing.
And for you, I mean, this, the movie shows such a transformation. Did you feel like you had a transformation also through the process, even a spiritual transformation it shows?
Yeah, I mean, I've changed in every imaginable way, and the movie's pretty accurate to how I changed. And, I used to be kind of this myopic business guy, and that was pretty much 24/7 business guy. And the evolution to where I am now, family guy with 2 adopted Indian sons, actually 3 if you count Depeche. And I've got my own family, my wife and my daughter. And so it's so true to life, my character in this movie, that it's hard to kind of watch the first half of it because no one wants to see themselves like that. But if I'm honest, that's what I used to be like. But I'm enthused that my character is going the right way. Yeah. So at least I got that going for me.